what we talk about, because I would much prefer this be a private conversation between you, Paul, and me. So let me just ask you, why is it that you want these other people in the room?
Because we represent her as well,
Yeah, support. Everybody needs support.
and we all private.
Okay. I want to make sure, though, that everybody understands that what happens in this room is private.
Oh, we understand that.
So what we have here is charges against you that we want to talk about to see whether we can fully understand what those charges are. And you're going to be able to help educate us. I can read through the discovery, I can read the indictment, I know what they're charging you with. But I need you to help me understand kind of like what's behind the curtain. You know what I'm saying?
Not really, but
I want you to help me to understand what happened here. Okay?
Mhm.
So let me just start off by getting some very basic background information about you. And I know that I've gotten this before, but I want to have it all in one place, okay? So, Ms. Jones, tell me a little bit about yourself. Did you grow up in Jacksonville?
Mhm.
And
not grow up in Jacksonville. I've been in Jacksonville for about the past 10 years.
where'd you live before that?
Lake City, Florida.
So that's your ties to Lake City.
And I was born and raised in Live Oak, Florida.
That's the next town over, isn't it?
Mhm.
Okay. And
How old were you when you left Live Oak?
8, 9, 10,
where did you go to high school?
Lake City, Columbia High.
Did you graduate from the high school there?
Yes, 1983.
Okay. And did you get some college in after that?
Yeah, 1986 and 1990.
86 and 90, you
10,
graduated from college?
Yeah, 90.
Okay.
Because I went to, and took some criminal justice, nurse aid, cosmetology. Yeah.
So a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where was that? Was that at
Swank. I mean, that was in Lake City.
was that Columbia Community College or something like that?
No, that was, at the time it was Lake City Community College. Now they changed to Leo something.
Did you get any degrees or anything in any of those things?
Definitely so, yeah.
All of them?
Yeah. I'm not a failure.
Uh-huh.
And then on these, yeah. But my biggest thing is for a public defender to speak for me in the court is because I can't speak in the court. I was out of order speaking in the court when I did speak. So I was in dishonor. But what I want to do is, I don't want to debate. I don't want no long drawn out thing because I can't stand up half of the time. And I just want full settlement and closure on this account. I'm willing to give my exemptions. I got my bonds. I like my bed bond back, my parents' bond. I like to just settle their account. That's what I need you to convey over for me. So we won't have to,
Ms. Jones, I'm not sure what you're talking about when you say settle the account.
okay, see these charges? That's 10 counts.
Mm-hmm.
You see this trial? That's their bond, trial set.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And quite sure they got a dollar figure attached behind that. I need the dollar total amount for the case, and I'm willing to settle the case with my credits, my exemption. You can have them. You can have it all. I want absolutely nothing to do with this fictitious world.
Well, Ms. Jones, I think you're getting a little bit ahead of yourself, or at least you're getting a little bit ahead of me.
Oh, okay.
So let me just make sure that you understand that this is a criminal case. It's not a civil case. And so when you say that you just want to settle it with a dollar amount, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that.
Okay, well, tell me how it work, I'm here.
Let me explain to you how it works. The way it works is that the United States government is accusing you of a crime.
Okay,
And to say the crime that they're accusing you of in one word, it's fraud.
okay,
And what happens when a person is charged in a criminal case is that that person has a right to plead either guilty or not guilty. And if the person pleads guilty, then the case goes to a sentencing hearing where the judge decides whether the person goes to prison, and if the person goes to prison, for how long the person goes to prison. If the person pleads not guilty, then the case goes to a jury trial. And a jury hears the evidence, and then they determine whether the person is guilty or not guilty, and they render a verdict. If the person is found not guilty, then it's all settled. You walk out of the courtroom a free woman. If the verdict is guilty, then you're back to being sentenced and facing the possibility of going to prison. So that's how it works, and I'm a little bit surprised that you have gotten as far as you have without understanding that's how a criminal case works.
yeah, I don't
When you came here
I
today,
don't
did you know that you were charged in a criminal case, or did you think this was a civil case?
They both the same.
well, to me, it's
Yeah,
like, 'cause see right here, he said,
In order to have a crime, you have to have a corpus delicti. Where's the body? All we see is paper.
Yeah, there
yeah,
has to be a
that's why
body.
I'm not
Well,
understanding.
the way it works is that when you say all you see is paper, come to the courtroom during the trial and you'll see live witnesses.
Well, the witness ain't live. They in a dead venue.
Did she hurt the witness, or
She need, an injured party.
is there an injured party that pointed at her to say she
committed a crime.
hurt them or anything?
Well, let me just say this.
I
Ms. Jones,
don't know.
it is very difficult for us to have this conversation if we have people who
No,
are
no.
sort of representing you. I just want to talk to you.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine, that's fine.
So-
Don't she have that right to pick and choose who she want to deal with?
Sure.
And don't she have that right to stand her own ground in court?
That's right. That's
So
what I
why,
just said.
but why are you giving her just one option? Go
I
to
gave-
court,
no.
plead or plead not guilty. Plead guilty or
There's
not
two
guilty.
options. There's plead guilty or plead not guilty.
It's either or. You still got to go in there under force and duress and plead.
So what would your suggestion be?
Me, I want to see a contract